Welcome to this episode of Health Reversion. You're here with Adrian, and in this episode we're going to be looking at the work of Anthony William, aka Medical Medium. Out of the several books that Anthony has written, the main premise and the main message he is trying to get across is for the individual to consider cleansing and detoxing on a daily basis to get rid of all of the accumulated toxins that the individual has accumulated over years, decades, a lifetime. From a young age, Anthony was in contact with a spirit, and that spirit gave him insights into his personal life and also insights into the future of how the medical establishment and our health industry would evolve. Now, I understand that that can seem like something that's a little bit woo-woo and it's not for everybody. However, when reading the books, there is a range of information related to the particular organs in the body and how to best care for them. The main takeaway from the book is that you would be looking at consuming fruits, vegetables, and a range of supplements to not only give the body nutrition, but to help it detoxify, to clear out, to get rid of all of those accumulated toxins. This particular way of eating is not about calorie restriction, so you can eat as much as you want and frequently throughout the day. So we're not looking at a breakfast, lunch and dinner. We're looking at a meal potentially every hour and a half to 2 hours, if that's what suits you. So for example, in the morning, one of Anthony's signature methods that he is known for is celery juice. You would start your day with quite a large glass of celery juice, and then a couple of hours later you could look at a smoothie. You might look at a range of fresh fruit. For lunch you could look at a salad. In the afternoon, again, you might look at some fruit, maybe some dried fruit such as dates, celery sticks, cucumber. And then in the evening, you could look at a soup, you could look at a plate of vegetables, a bowl of potatoes. So essentially, we're looking at a vegan approach. Now, this is not going to be for everyone. It is difficult to apply a blanket approach to the population because we are all individuals. What am I trying to get at here? What I'm trying to get at is that you may decide to try this out and incorporate one or even two of the methods, and then eat like you would normally eat for the rest of the time. So what could that look like? It might look like celery juice in the morning, followed by the heavy metal detox smoothie at mid-morning, and then for the rest of the day you would carry on and eat like you normally eat. So in the morning you're incorporating that really powerful detoxification that can occur when your body's ready to get those toxins out. It's ready to absorb those easily assimilated nutrients from the juices. And then for the rest of the day, if it suited you to eat in a different fashion, which could incorporate meat, which is perfectly fine, that's what you can do. At the end of the day, it's up to you, the individual. When reading through the books, one of the biggest takeaways that I received was the information on the liver. Anthony refers to the liver as the CEO of the body. So let's say that you have a particular beverage, let's say a cola with red and white on the bottle or on the can. Within that cola is a range of toxins. They are preservatives, artificial colours, artificial flavours, and obviously the caffeine. So when you ingest that cola and it goes down into your system, the main organ that needs to deal with that and remove that toxicity is the liver. So when we're eating foods and drinking drinks that contain toxins, sometimes we can identify the toxins and we can look at the ingredients panel and say, okay, I understand what I'm drinking here, I understand what I'm eating. But a lot of the time we're actually unaware of other toxins that we are ingesting. And that comes in the form of what's sprayed on our fruits and vegetables and on our grains, in the form of herbicides, fungicides, pesticides. So all of these particular chemicals that are used, even though we might do our best to wash our fruit, wash our vegetables, they're still going to have been absorbed in the skin and in the flesh of the particular produce. And this is why Anthony does recommend to do whatever you can do to eat organic. Now that's not always going to be an option for everybody. Depending on where you are in the world, you might not have access to organic food. So if that's the case, that's okay. We don't want to add any more stress to this process. Just do your best. If it's normal celery that you can buy from the supermarket and that's what you can buy and that's what you can afford, that's fine, because money is a big factor when it comes to buying organic. Another tip here is that you can also look at frozen fruit. A lot of the fruits that are found in the frozen section of your supermarket will come from a range of countries around the world. And while you may think, oh, I'm not sure about buying fruit from that particular country, sometimes that country can actually be producing much tastier, much sweeter fruit, and there's not necessarily the issue with pesticides and herbicides and fungicides and the like that we may think is attributed to that country. So I'll let you connect the dots there. When you're next in the supermarket, have a look at where the product of origin is from, and I would just suggest trying it anyway, using those ingredients and giving this experiment a good go. So if it can't be organic, that's okay. No need to stress about that. Just do the best that you can. So some final points of caution here. The first point of caution is that if you haven't tried something like this before, you would be well served to ensure that you start this preferably at home or somewhere safe. You may have really high levels of energy 1 hour, and then you might drop in the next couple of hours. The body is unpredictable. It may take the opportunity and think, wow, we've got some great cleansing opportunities here. We can really get rid of some of the toxins that we've been holding on to. And you may experience all kinds of symptoms, all kinds of experiences. And I'll again let you connect the dots there. It's also important to rest. So at some point during the day, you might just feel really flat, really lethargic, tired, and it's important to give your body that time. So don't think that you need to push through it and go out and do a HIIT training session or go for a run when you're feeling really terrible. Allow your body that time to rest, have a sleep, watch something on the couch, whatever it is that you can do to relax, meditate, etc. The other point of caution here, as I did refer to earlier in the video, is that we are all individuals. And just because this may suit some people, and if it does, that's wonderful. For me personally, I would love to be able to live on this particular way of eating, just to eat fruits in the morning and vegetables but in my own personal experience, that hasn't been something that serves me over the longer term. And this particular way of eating may not be suited to your body type, and that can include your heritage, the environment that you're in, the stress levels that you're under, the blood type that you have. There's a whole range of factors that come into play when we're looking at providing nutrition for the body. Now, if you're able to thrive and feel great and achieve all the things that you want to achieve on a vegan diet, that's wonderful. Go for it, keep going. I'm quite jealous actually. I'd love to be able to do that. So some people are going to still require meat, could be grains, it could be dairy, it could be a whole range of other foods that are just suited to their body type, suited to their heritage, suited to their activity levels. So I'd ask you to monitor this, and if you get a day or two down the road, maybe even a week down the road, and you start to feel a bit low, there are explanations out there that that's the body detoxing, and it's perfectly normal and that's how you're supposed to feel, but I'll let you be the judge of that. Okay, so in summary, the Medical Medium program is looking at a vegan-based diet consisting of fruits, vegetables, and based on Anthony's recommendation, 3 supplements that you'd like to choose from. You could do no supplements at all, you could do more supplements than that. But if you do look into his work, you'll see the range of supplements and each role that they can potentially play within the body, and you can decide whether you want to go down that road. They can be quite expensive, so I would again caution there. As always, when I'm recommending a particular way of eating and an experiment, I provide a free 2-day guide which can be found in the description section of this video. It's a 2-day kickstart from morning to evening that you can try. If you have any issues, any questions, hit me up in the comments below and I'll do my best to help. I'd like to thank you for watching to the end of this video. If you didn't get anything out of this video, give it a thumbs down. If you did get something out of this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. In the meantime, keep well, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.